Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, man. It is your boy Mazir here, and we are back with another Clash of Clans video. And guys, on today's video, we're gonna be jumping into the E-Dragon attacks. Yes, sir. So, if you're an OG here and you've been here before, you probably never even seen me do E-Drags. Yes, that's right, because the last time I did E-Drags was in Town Hall 13, I believe. But yeah, I don't do like drag spam or air spam attacks, not even ground spam attacks, just for the content. I'm doing it lately, but you know, I'm having a bit of fun with it. So I was like, let me just bring you this strategy, and you can see that we have 2 recall spell. Yes, because you can literally recall every single dragon with your warden as well, but maybe 1 or 2 will be remaining. I don't know if you can recall everything, because you know, 3 dragons and 3 dragons, that's gonna be 90, you know what I'm saying? So 6 dragons you can recall, basically. Forget what I said about you can drag everything. You cannot recall everything. You can only recall 6 dragons, and that's not including your warden. But sometimes by the time you're recalling, 1 or 2 already are dead. So I'm gonna tell you exactly how this works, basically. But this is the whole army, and you can also see we have sneaky goblins. Why do we have that? It's because, guys, you don't really want to waste a rage spell or anything on top of the town hall, where the town hall is just too strong and it can just damage everything. At the end of the day, they're all gonna die, or the invisibility spell can be a problem if you're gonna use, let's say, mass loons in your clan castle. So this way, guys, even if there is an invisibility tower, or even if there is a poison tower, this CC will actually be able to get the town hall down, and even a level 4 town hall. I don't know about level 5 because I haven't actually seen a level 5 lately, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. But even if there's builders and everything, you can still take it down because there's 9 sneakies. So let's just jump into the attacks. You can see the pet composition already. One thing you can do to change it is basically remove this, and let me go to the pet house. Wait, hold on, come on. Oh my god. You can remove the Frosty from the warden because you're doing an air attack, so you can just remove him and have the owl on warden, you know what I'm saying? That's just normal. I use Lalo as well sometimes, and that's mainly the way I go. But if you're in legends, don't forget, if you don't have the Phoenix, go with the yak, because sometimes your king can actually beat through the wall with the yak. That's so important. So if I go to legends later next season, I'm actually not going to be using the Phoenix in every attack, I think, because yak is just better value sometimes in legends, because you don't know what you'll be facing. But as you saw in this army, we have a wall breaker, so sometimes it might not be the case. And also, don't forget, before we jump in this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video if you enjoyed this content. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. Alright, first attack here, we have this space. And you can already like know where I'm gonna E-drag, because there's just so much damage, and the eagle and the scatters and everything is connected down below. So we're gonna do the E-drags there. We have to funnel a bit to the left and to the right, of course. And we're gonna send the blimp, double rage with warden ability. That's the plan for the E-drags. I mean, I believe that's it for the plan. I don't know much about E-Dragons, but I've seen some players use it. But always drop a few loons first, then the E-Drags, then again more loons, double rage. Always the warden ability early. You might need to freeze a certain sweeper, as you guys can see, but this blimp is gonna take out the town hall very early, so the dragons doesn't even have to get damaged from the town hall, which is the good thing. Now you can recall the dragons whenever you like. If you are like, you can see there is not much value they can get, and they're gonna go to the poison. That's when you recall them. They're going to the poison of the town hall, so you recall them back, so you can drop them on the other side of the base so they can move on. So keep on going with your RC, because sometimes your king might be good with the queen on the left side or the right side. So now you can send the RC with the E-Dragons, and then you have free spell for the back end. You don't need to use the freeze with this army in the middle of the base, because the warden ability protects the dragons at the beginning. So and then later on, you're gonna recall them and put them the other side of the base. You don't actually need to freeze any air defense, any like crazy stuff. You might just need to freeze that sweeper that I told you. But that's it. You can see how many dragons we have left, and I know this base did not have the monolith or the spell towers. I don't know if that will be much of a problem with them. Maybe we're gonna just lose, I don't know, 2-3 more dragons in the between, but that was for this. All right, let's look at a base that now has the monolith, and you know, pretty decent hero upgrades, and everything is kind of, I think, max 2 town hall 14. Some of the walls are not, but we don't care about the walls with E-Drags, do we? So guys, what do? If you're completely new to the dragons, you want to send the dragons to the clan castle, and make sure your heroes are complete opposite side of the clan castle, because you don't want to pull the CC out. Now I'm managing to have a good funnel, not crazy, but that's just the way it is. Warden on air, you want to send the blimp 2 with the dragons and double rage, similar type warden ability. They're gonna go through, and you can see even if there was a monolith, they can't do anything. Always also try to maybe go for the monolith. And look at this, I'm looking at the dragons going into the core, which there will be so many traps, so I want them to chain and then grab them out. I could have let them chain even a bit more. I should have done that, so it would be nicer. Now I'm gonna recall them the other side of the base when there is less damage, less traps, even because every single trap is usually in the core. That's why you usually lose so many dragons. But with this method you can start over, so have all the dragons back on another lane and go deep into the base. But you can already see, if I would have let the dragons be like not recall them for 2 more seconds maybe, but oh my god, did you see those traps? There was just so many. This is gonna come a bit close, guys. It's gonna come a bit close, but I should have just let those dragons do their chain before grabbing them out. That's important. And look at that minion. That minion was important, guys, because sometimes you might not have enough time for the backup cleanup, so all your troops have to go all the way back. That's why we have some cleanup in this army and not just full-on spam dragons. So queen ability goes off. I have this queen skin right now in here because it's just gonna be nicer, man. This was my other account, so I wanted to also show you that with the older pets this is still going to work. And you saw it, because I didn't have the new pets, it was a bit tricky. Sometimes the Diggy helps you out a lot more than you think, guys, so try to upgrade it with hammers and books as you got. But the Phoenix can also be so much more important to the king. It might go further and tank a lot more for your queen. That's why the pets are amazing. But still, you're gonna manage to triple this as well with a quick attack. But let's go to the next. So, all right, we are here on this base, and this one, the monolith is actually being upgraded, so we're not gonna have too much trouble, okay? But still wouldn't be any difference because everything is connected. And so you can also see the air defense on the outside. So what do? I want to chain it through with the E-Dragon because it's so much value. I know you're gonna use a raid, but add air defense on the outside because you cannot funnel it with the baby drag. It's just so much on the outside that you might lose the baby drag. So now we go with the E-Drags and everything, and I dropped the RC by accident, guys. By accident, I wanted to drop the warden. So double rage, the blimp, and now the warden ability. I was lucky that there was no CC with the RC that comes out, but still the RC is incredible value to have it at the back end. Now I'm looking at the dragon that are going into the town hall, so I'm gonna recall them back. One is fine if it's gonna stay there, and I have another recall spell that I used with the same group of dragon, guys. Don't forget, sometimes you can use 2 if you see, like, let's say there is 6 to 7 dragons in the same spot. Use both together, and you can see already we have another lane of dragons going through. Look at that poison, the enemy RC. If the monolith was alive and the sweeper with the scatter, everything would have hit your dragons. That is why we do the recall spell with the dragons right now. I'm not saying there could be, they're better than normal rage spell. I'm saying sometimes in some situation and some certain bases that you find in war, it could be nice. Now we have spells for days. These are the same spells that I told you they're on the back end. But we lost the RC, yes, because we deployed them wrongly at the beginning. So hold your RC at the end. She's gonna be so much powerful and super valuable, guys. It's insane how much a level 35 RC with a Diggy can get you, man. It can legit get you 20 defenses or a bit less, okay? But with spells, it can definitely get you 20 defenses. So that's it, guys. You can see we crushed this base as well. Very fast attacks with the E-Dragons. I kind of did like him, to be honest. I haven't used them for so long, but I actually did like him. And look at that Phoenix, man. Very beautifully right there. And yeah, guys, I hope you liked this video, guys, and learned something new about it. Maybe with the recall spell, you didn't know you could use it this way. So what did we learn is basically when you send the dragons, everything inside, the blimp is going to take out the town hall very early. So when the dragons are approaching, if there is a poison spell, if there is an invisibility spell, if there is something behind the town hall, sing a tower inferno, you don't need to now use your freezes, so you can just recall every single troop on the battlefield. Again, sometimes you might not be able to recall a few dragons, but they might be already dead, so you recall them, drop them another lane with the RC, they're gonna be going through the base so nicely with few free spell and sometimes even the poison spell. A lot of the times, guys, the dragons are gonna chain through and grab the CC for you, so you don't even know what is inside the CC anymore, and you can hold the poison and deploy them on enemy heroes. It's just beautiful. I like the dragons, to be honest, and this is the army. Of course, I'm gonna have the army link down below in the description as always. So I hope you have an absolutely amazing day so far as well. I'm gonna see you on the next one, hopefully. Take care. Peace.